China maintains lending benchmarks unchanged. Cautious of coverage divergence risks, Shanghai, China stood pat on its benchmark lending fees for corporate and household loans, as anticipated, on Monday, with worldwide imperative banks rate will increase, making it tough for Beijing to stimulate a weak domestic economy through decreasing rates. Markets extensively trust that Chinese policymakers are wary of risks that the yuan will depreciate and capital outflows will be brought about in the event that they embark on. In addition, economic easing to underpin a COVID-19 hit economic system at a time when different major economies are tightening their charges regulations. The one-year mortgage top rate (LPR) was stored at 3.70%, and the five-year LPR become unchanged at 4.45%. Perhaps there's a few reluctance in loosening economic coverage to assist economic activity, that can replicate a few caution in moving within the contrary course to different central banks, especially the Federal Reserve, stated Stephen Innes, managing associate at SPI Asset Management. It appears to be counted of time, but earlier than there are large liquidity injections and measures to enhance credit score. Central banks across Europe raised hobby rates final week, a few with the aid of a stage that taken aback markets, inside the wake of the Fed's 75 foundation factor hike to fight high inflation. While the PBOC has little to worry from a weaker currency, the renminbi remains extremely sturdy. The closing issue it needs is to must defend towards a sharp, doubtlessly destabilizing sell-off, economists at Capital Economics stated in a notice earlier. That may want to plausibly show up if it diminished prices now, whilst nearly every different important imperative financial institution has grew to become a lot greater hawkish. Divergence Sino-U.S. policies have worn out China's yield advantage in April, triggering a file month-to-month tumble within the yuan. And a deeper inversion of U.S. and Chinese government bond yields may want to revive such depreciation pressure at the Chinese currency. About 90% of investors and analysts in a survey Ultimate Week predicted China to maintain both charges unchanged. China diminished the five-year LPR, the benchmark reference fee for mortgages, by using an all-of-sudden huge margin remaining month, in a bid to revive the unwell housing quarter to prop up the economy. Most new and extremely good loans in China are primarily based on the one-year LPR. The five-year rate influences the pricing of mortgages.